I have the duty, responsibility, and honor to make appointments from time to time. All of them are important, but some are more significant and historic than others. And the appointment today, I think, fits in that category of a particularly significant appointment for our justice system here in Arkansas. Whenever Chief Justice Hanna indicated his resignation, I knew that this was something that we needed to fill quickly, but we needed to have the right person. The qualities that I look for in this position as Chief Justice is someone that is experienced in the law, someone who is respected among judges and lawyers, an individual who has a judicial temperament that can bring people together in the court, someone that can lead, someone that can guide and elevate the law here in Arkansas. It did not take me too long, even though there were many that would have high credentials for the court. I don't believe anyone can fulfill that mandate and have the right judicial temperament and also have the right judicial philosophy than Professor Howard Brill. Professor Howard Brill is here today with his wife Catherine, his son Andrew. I've known him and his family for over 3 decades, and most importantly, other lawyers, judges here in the state of Arkansas have known him and have respected him, and I have no doubt that he is going to make an excellent Chief Justice of the Arkansas Supreme Court. His resume is amazing, and I know that you have that in front of you, but I think it's important to note that he's been a professor of law since 1975, graduate of Duke University, Peace Corps volunteer, graduate of Florida Law School. He's taught in university law schools across the country. He has taught internationally. He has served as a special justice on a number of occasions with the Arkansas Supreme Court. He has published. He has written Arkansas Law of Damages, the textbook in Arkansas on damages. He has written Arkansas Professional and Judicial Ethics textbook. Each of these are the Bible for the legal profession, the area of damages and professional ethics. Today I had a text from someone that I was considering for this appointment, who I have high regard for, who's a sitting judge. And he said, "I heard you might be considering Professor Brill. If that is the case, it's a home run." He said, "As judge, I call upon him regularly to seek counsel. Lawyers across Arkansas have called Professor Brill on numerous occasions to ask advice. Judges across this state look to him for expertise, professional guidance as well." Besides all those enormous credentials, Howard, he loves baseball and he loves Johnny Cash. and when I saw that, I said, he's the right one. But I'm excited about this appointment. I have great admiration for Howard professionally, but also from a personal standpoint. And so it gives me great pride to introduce the next Chief Justice of the Arkansas Supreme Court, Howard Brill.
Governor, thank you very much. I am overwhelmed and humbled and privileged to be given this opportunity to serve the people of Arkansas. And I want to thank the governor for the chance to serve. I also want to thank Chief Justice Hanna. As I look back over his career, his 37 years on the bench and his years as Chief Justice, and see the way he has conducted himself and operated the court with professionalism and grace and civility, and he sets a model for me to follow in this coming year and a half. I also want to thank my wife, Catherine. We recently celebrated our 45th wedding anniversary, and in the last 3 or 4 days, we have thought about this opportunity and considered it a great deal. As I told the governor yesterday, it seems to me that Chief Justice of the Arkansas Supreme Court fills at least 3 major functions. The Chief Justice is responsible for leading the court and being a member of the court in making decisions for the people of Arkansas, decisions that are based upon the constitutions, upon the statutes, and upon the case law we have developed since 1836. I look forward to serving with the justices. Some of them I know, 2 of them I have taught. One of them I appeared in front of as a lawyer a number of years ago, so I look forward to working with them and learning from them. Second, as I look over the responsibilities of the Chief Justice, I also see the administrative responsibilities. Those responsibilities with the Administrative Office of the Courts and the Office of Professional Programs and the Committee on Professional Conduct and all those other branches that are part, on all those other committees that are part of the responsibility of the judiciary and the Chief Justice. And third, in a very broad sense, it seems to me that the Chief Justice becomes in some way visibly the face of justice for the people of Arkansas. And that is a heavy responsibility. It requires education, it requires reaching out, it requires listening, it requires fulfilling all those roles of a judge in the way that we expect of all our judges. This is a wonderful opportunity. I am humbled by it, and I am pleased, Governor, to accept the appointment.
Well said. Questions?
How many, you talked about this, how you discussed with someone you were concerned with the appointment. How many different people did you talk with about this appointment that you look at?
Well, we probably had recommendations well over a dozen. I interviewed a number of them and made a decision.
For the incoming Chief Justice, the court, it's kind of had an unusual public split over the handling of the gay marriage case, notably with Chief Justice Hannah and Justice Danielson recusing from that spin-off case. Do you think you're going to have to do any work in terms of kind of repairing relations in the court?
I'm not looking backwards. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward as to what my role should be in leading the court in the challenges and the caseload and the responsibilities that come to us. So I'm not looking back at all. That's not my focus. I'm looking straight ahead.
Mrs. Brill, can you talk about your
Stay
philosophy?
up here.
My philosophy?
Yes, sir.
My philosophy is to follow the law and uphold the law and apply the law. And as I told the governor, my decisions, and I think the decisions of all judges, are based upon the U.S. Constitution and the Arkansas Constitution, statutes passed by the General Assembly, rules adopted by the court, and the case law that our judges have handed down since 1836. So my philosophy is to apply that law to issues that come before the court.
Is there a U.S. Supreme Court justice that you can kind of compare yourself to?
No, I'm not going to compare myself to any Supreme Court justice.
Do you have a favorite jurist that you will read or reread?
No, I do not have a favorite jurist in that sense.
We've got to put you in some kind of box. What are you against?
Oh, that's great. You know, those are the kind of questions you get whenever you're running for president. But any other questions?
When you talk with potential appointees to this, I guess, did you talk about their stances on specific cases or specific issues? If not, I guess, what were you asking them?
I did. I've been in the legal profession too long and have great respect for judges. You don't ask their opinion on particular cases. And generally, I know what their judicial philosophy is, but we have had discussions on that. That's a conversation I had with Professor Brill and others. What's your judicial philosophy? But also talked about the importance of the court in terms of its relationship, in terms of being able to build consensus. And when I say the right judicial temperament, I want judges who understand what it is to be in the trenches, who have worked with lawyers, who've worked with judges, and Professor Brill meets all of those characteristic from my standpoint. The philosophy he recited is appropriate to discuss, and he reflects what I want in a judge, which is judicial restraint, which is constitutional fidelity, and to the rule of law. All right, with that, yes, one more question.
This is a 1.5-year appointment. You can run for another seat after this is over. Will you just do the 1.5 years to be done, or will you try to?
Yes, yesterday morning, I've been a professor for 40 years. I love it. I love it. I was in class at 9 o'clock yesterday morning with incoming students talking about jurisdiction. I love that experience. So after 1.5 years, I envision that I will be returning to the classroom.